Today, something deep is stirring within you, a movement in your soul that you cannot ignore. This is not a fleeting feeling. It is my promise awakening inside you. Since the beginning, I planted a seed in your heart, a promise of life, transformation, and miracles. And now that moment has come. The living waters that have been hidden beneath the surface are starting to flow, preparing the way for the extraordinary. This awakening is my way of telling you that I have heard every one of your prayers, even the ones you thought were lost in the silence. Nothing has gone unnoticed by my eyes. Every tear, every sigh, every struggle has been gathered by my hands. And now, in this very moment, I am bringing to light what was once promised to you. What was in your future is about to manifest in your present. Do not fear the unexpected movements around you. What seems like chaos is, in fact, preparation for the miracle I have prepared for you. My promise is alive, it is awakening, and you are one step away from seeing it fulfilled in full. Stand firm, for this is only the beginning of what I have reserved for you. There is a moment in life when the everyday meets the supernatural. This is that moment for you. You are just one step away from what will change your life forever. What now seems like an unchangeable reality is about to be transformed before your eyes. The miracle you've been waiting for, the divine intervention you long for, is closer than you think. That step you need to take is not physical but spiritual. It is the step of faith, of absolute trust in me, even when you cannot clearly see the way. Sometimes it seems like what I ask of you is too much, that the step is too big, but trust that I am with you. The extraordinary always requires courage, and courage comes from knowing that my power is perfected in your weakness. This is the moment when you must walk without doubt, for what awaits on the other side of this step is greater than your heart can imagine. You've witnessed how the ordinary can fill your days, but now is the time for the supernatural. Don't be afraid. I am the one holding your hand, guiding you to the extraordinary I have prepared for you from the foundation of the world. The transformation you have long awaited is not a distant event. It is now. I am moving in every area of your life, in every corner of your heart, so that you may witness the power of my hand at work in you. Everything you've been through, the struggles, the challenges, the tears, has been the fire that has refined your faith. Now, at this very moment, you are entering a season where the old will be left behind and the new will take its place. This is the time when I am shaping you in a deep and definitive way. Do not fear the changes that will come, for each one of them has a perfect purpose. Transformation may seem uncomfortable, even painful at times, but trust that I am working for your good. Everything around you may seem unstable, but my work in you is firm, and what I am doing in your life now will last forever. Embrace this moment of transformation. Do not resist, for every step in this process is designed to bring you closer to the fullness of my purpose for you. What seemed impossible, what seemed unattainable, is about to become a reality before your very eyes. Heaven is ready to open over you in a way you have never experienced before. You have felt at times the gentle breeze of my presence, but now I am about to pour out an abundant rain of blessings. It is as if heaven itself is bending toward the earth to touch your life with power and grace. This is the time when the invisible will begin to manifest clearly and strongly, and what once seemed like a distant dream will become your reality. When heaven opens, it is not just a sign of what is to come, it is the start of something greater. My favor is descending, and every word I have promised you begins to take shape. What seemed closed is now opening before you. The doors that once denied you entry, the paths that seemed blocked, everything is clearing because it is the moment for your miracle. What many have called impossible is now possible because heaven itself is intervening on your behalf. Don't let fear or doubt cloud your vision. This is a crucial moment, a moment where everything you have waited and prayed for begins to happen. Keep your eyes on me, because what is coming is great and cannot be stopped. Your prayers have not been lost in the wind, nor have they gone unanswered. Every word, Every sigh from the depths of your soul has reached my throne. I have heard your cry, even when you thought your voice was fading into the noise of the world. Every tear you have shed has been gathered. Every pain has been felt in my heart. And now I am responding to your cry with my power. I have seen your perseverance, your faith that has persisted even in the midst of the hardest trials. You have cried out from the depth of your soul, and I want you to know that not one of your prayers has been in vain. I have been working, even when you could not see it, and now it is time for my answer to descend like a torrent into your life. The cry you once lifted in solitude and silence has reached the highest place in the universe, my throne. And from there, with love and compassion, I am sending the answer. Trust that heaven is moving in your favor, and what you have asked in faith is about to be poured out upon you. The waiting, which at times seemed endless, has served its purpose. I know there have been moments when you felt like time was standing still, that your prayers were not being answered, but every second of waiting was used to prepare you for what is about to come. I have not made you wait without reason. Every day, every moment was part of my perfect plan for your life. Now I tell you with certainty, the time of waiting has come to an end. You are entering a season where you will see with your own eyes what you have longed for. The promises that seemed distant are being fulfilled one by one. What you thought had been delayed is now being accelerated because the perfect time has arrived. Everything you have learned in the process of waiting has strengthened you for this moment. What is coming will not only bless you, but will reveal my glory in every area of your life. You no longer need to wait, for the time of manifestation has arrived. I am about to surprise you in ways you never imagined. What you have been waiting for, what you have been praying for so fervently, is already before you. Sometimes miracles do not arrive in the way you expect. They often appear in subtle forms, in quiet moments. But I assure you that what you are living now is the preparation for the miracle to be revealed in all its glory. It is like a seed that is about to break through the ground and sprout, and its first signs are already there if you pay attention. Miracles do not always come with trumpets and shining lights. Often they begin small in the ordinary and unfold before you with slow but unstoppable growth. Open your spiritual eyes, because what I promised is not a distant future. It is a reality already in progress. Every circumstance, every detail in your life is working towards the fulfillment of that miracle. Do not doubt what I have already begun to do. Even if you cannot yet see it fully realized, trust that the work is already in progress. What you have waited for so long is about to manifest in a way that cannot be denied. Trust in me, for the miracle is closer than you think. Your faith has been tested and strengthened in times of uncertainty, when everything seemed hidden behind a veil of doubts and obstacles. But I want you to know that your faith in the invisible has been the key to staying on course toward the miracle. Even when you could not see it with your physical eyes, you continued to believe, and that has moved heaven on your behalf. I have been watching that faith, which though sometimes shaky, never extinguished. The value of your faith is not in what you see, but in what you believe I can do. When everything around you seemed dark, it was your faith that kept the flame burning. Now, that same faith is opening doors that were once closed, moving mountains that seemed immovable. Do not underestimate the power of believing in what you have not yet seen, because that faith in the invisible is what turns the impossible into possible. Remember that faith is the assurance of what is hoped for, the conviction of what is not seen. And your conviction, your trust in what I can do, has triggered something powerful in the spiritual realm. Keep believing, for what you have sown in faith is about to bear abundant fruit. There is a secret I have kept for you, something I have been preparing in the depths of my heart. This secret is the key that will transform your story completely. It is not a secret that is hidden forever, but one I have been waiting for the perfect moment to reveal to you. And that moment has come. What was once hidden from your eyes will be unveiled, and when you see it, you will understand why certain paths were prolonged and others closed. This secret is the divine plan I have designed specifically for you. It is the missing piece in the puzzle of your life, the one that will make sense of all your experiences, your victories, and your struggles. Do not fear when you discover it, for though it may surprise or challenge you, it is filled with my love and my eternal purpose. This is the secret that will change your destiny and bring fullness to every area of your life. You are about to receive a revelation that will illuminate everything you have lived up to this point. What seemed like an incomprehensible mystery will be made clear before your eyes. And then you will know that everything has been part of a greater plan, a perfect plan that will change your story forever. At this very moment, I extend my hand to you, a hand of power, grace, and mercy. Many times you have felt that you were walking alone, as if the weight of your burdens was too heavy for anyone to understand. But here I am, and I have always been here, waiting for you to take my hand, because I want to walk with you through every challenge, every doubt, every obstacle. You are not alone. You have never been alone. My hand does not only hold you, but also guides you. It leads you through paths you could not see and opens doors that seemed sealed. This hand I offer you today is the same hand that created the heavens and the earth, the same hand that calmed storms and healed the sick. Do not underestimate the power of this hand extended toward you, because in it lies everything you need to move forward, to overcome, and to triumph. Take my hand with confidence. No matter how uncertain the path may seem, I know exactly where I am leading you. What comes for you is not just temporary relief, it is a glorious destiny. Trust in me, and let my hand lift you to a level you never imagined. Every step you have taken, every battle you have faced, has been part of a larger plan than you could comprehend. Today, I tell you that the path to your victory has already been prepared. Sometimes that path seemed full of stones, detours, and uncertainties, but I have always been working on every detail, removing invisible obstacles and clearing the way so that you can walk with confidence toward your destiny. This is not an ordinary path. It is a path that leads directly to the victory I promised you. It is a path where every struggle has taught you to trust me more, and where every fall has strengthened you to rise stronger. Do not focus on the difficulties of the journey, but on the certainty that I have prepared everything for you to reach the goal. Victory is not just a possibility, it is a certainty because I have guaranteed it. Walk with the assurance that your victory is secured. Though the enemy tries to divert you, though the voices of fear try to stop you, remember that this path was designed by me, and no one can prevent you from arriving at where I have called you to be. Move forward, for your victory is already written in heaven. There is a key that only I can give you, a key that opens doors no man can close. This key is your faith. It is your unwavering trust in me, in my power, and in my promise over your life. With this key, no barrier can stand. No obstacle can block your way. The doors that were once closed will open before you. For now is the time for your breakthrough. That key is more powerful than you can imagine. When you face a door that seems impossible to open, do not be discouraged, for that door is only a test of the greatness waiting on the other side. Place your faith in me. Turn the key in the lock, and you will see how the impossible begins to yield to you. What once was inaccessible is now within your reach. Do not search elsewhere, for you already hold in your hands what you need. The faith that has grown within you is the same faith that will open the way to the promises I have given you. Trust that every door I open for you is to take you to a higher place, a place of blessing, purpose, and victory. In the darkest moments when silence seems to dominate your surroundings, it is when my voice can be heard most clearly. I do not always speak through thunder or earthquakes. Often, it is in the gentle whisper of the Spirit where you will find my direction. Today, I want you to know that I have been speaking to your heart, even when you felt lost in the chaos. Every silence you have faced has been an opportunity for you to hear the depth of my love and my plans for you. Do not fear the silence, for it is in those empty spaces that my voice resounds with the greatest force and clarity. I have been patiently waiting for you to quiet your mind, to lower the volume of the world so you can recognize the soft yet powerful voice that dwells within you. That voice does not come to accuse or judge you. It comes to guide, to comfort, and to show you the way. In the midst of the noise and doubts, my voice has remained constant, calling you to a place of rest and security in me. Do not ignore that voice you feel in your depths, for it is there that I am revealing my greatest secrets and promises for you. Silence is not a lack of action. While you feel like you are waiting, I am working. While you are searching for answers, I am already charting your path. My voice is marking each step you should take, and though sometimes the way is not fully visible, trust that I am guiding you with divine precision. Listen closely, for what I have to say in this time will change the course of your life and lead you toward the fullness of my purpose. I know you have faced situations that seemed immovable, mountains you could not climb, and rivers that seemed too wide to cross. You have felt the weight of the impossible in your life, and at many moments, you have wondered how you could go on. But I want you to know that it is precisely in those moments, when everything seems to be against you, that I am releasing a strength within you that goes beyond your understanding. That strength does not come from your own abilities, but from my power working in you. The impossible has never been an obstacle for me. In fact, it is in the impossible where my glory is most clearly revealed. Every time you face something that seems insurmountable, I give you the opportunity to see how my hand acts in what the world considers unattainable. In the midst of your weaknesses, I am building a strength you never knew existed within you. That strength is the result of my living presence in your life, a presence that transforms every barrier into an opportunity to experience my power. So do not fear when you find yourself before the impossible. Do not give up or turn back. I have equipped you with everything you need to overcome any obstacle that comes your way. The strength that now arises within you is not of this world. It is a divine strength that will carry you beyond your limits. With me, the impossible becomes possible, and every challenge is transformed into a platform for your growth and for the manifestation of my power in your life. Your natural eyes can only see what is directly in front of you: the difficulties, the problems, the barriers that surround you. But today, I want to give you a new vision, a vision that goes beyond present circumstances, that transcends the temporary and touches the eternal. I want you to see not only with your physical eyes, but with the eyes of faith, because what I have for you goes far beyond what your senses can perceive. Your current circumstances do not define your destiny. They are only part of a greater process, one I am orchestrating with divine perfection. Often, what you see with your eyes leads to discouragement, frustration, or fear. But my vision for you is different. Where you see limitations, I see opportunities. Where you see impossibilities, I see a path I have already prepared. I want you to learn to see as I see, to look beyond the immediate and understand that everything you are experiencing has a much larger purpose than you can imagine. Do not let what you see today make you forget the promises I have given you. Keep your eyes fixed on what I have declared over your life. I invite you to lift your gaze, to trust that there is more at play than what your eyes can grasp. I am calling you to a deeper faith, a vision that does not give up in the face of difficulties, but transcends them. When you see with my eyes, you will discover that what seemed like an obstacle is, in fact, a platform for the miracle that is about to come. I am giving you the ability to see the future I have for you, one filled with hope, blessing, and victory. Trust in the vision I give you and move forward with faith, for the best is yet to come. Your yes carries more power than you can imagine. Every time you choose to trust in me, when you decide to move forward despite your fears and doubts, you are unleashing a force that moves the heavens. A single yes given to me can change the course of your life. That act of surrender, though it may seem small at the moment, opens the doors to miracles, transforms the ordinary into extraordinary, and releases my power in the areas where you most need intervention. When you say yes, you are not only accepting my plan for you, but you are aligning your will with mine. That act of trust allows me to act in your life in ways that you may not see immediately. It is in that surrender that I begin to move the pieces of the puzzle, orchestrating situations and people around you to fulfill my purpose in you. Sometimes the yes is said in the midst of uncertainty, when you don't have all the answers, but the faith you show by trusting in me, even without seeing the full picture, is what activates my hand. Remember that every time you say yes to what I ask, you are taking a step toward the destiny I have prepared for you. Even if the path sometimes seems uncertain, that act of faith triggers a series of events that guide your steps toward victory. Never underestimate the power of your yes, because with it, you are allowing the divine to intertwine with your life in a deep and transformative way. In the moments when everything seems to be falling apart, when your strength seems exhausted and hope fades, I want you to remember something very important. In those moments, I am working powerfully in your life. Sometimes chaos and confusion are signs that something new is about to be born. What seems like the end is, in reality, the beginning of a greater miracle. A new chapter being written by my hand. I know there are times when you feel like you are on the edge of the abyss, where fear whispers that everything is lost. But never forget that I never leave you. When you feel there is no way out, that is when I open a path in the wilderness, when I make rivers flow in dry lands. Sometimes I allow you to reach the limit of your strength so that you can see that it is not by your own power that you will overcome, but by my power working in you and through you. It is in those moments of greatest desperation that my glory is revealed most clearly. Don't cling to the idea that everything is lost, because I am working on details that you cannot see. I am weaving something beautiful from the ashes of your difficulties. What seems like a setback is, in fact, part of a greater advance that I am preparing for you. Trust that even when everything seems lost, I am closer to you than you imagine, and my hand is moving powerfully on your behalf. And you are about to witness something you never imagined possible. I have been preparing things behind the scenes, organizing situations and circumstances in ways that go beyond your understanding. Now, you are about to see what once seemed like a distant dream become a tangible reality. What you once considered impossible, what seemed beyond your reach, is about to manifest before your very eyes. I want you to know that what I am about to do in your life is not common or ordinary. It is a miracle designed especially for you, an event that will leave you speechless because it exceeds your expectations. Often you have wondered if what you desire is beyond your reach, but I want to tell you that nothing is too great for me. There are no limits to what I can do when you decide to put your trust in me. You are at the threshold of something that will defy all human logic. Do not fear when you find yourself facing the unimaginable. When you see the magnitude of the blessing that is coming, I want you to remember that this is not by chance, but the result of my love and my power at work on your behalf. What once seemed like an impossible dream is about to become your reality. Get ready for what is coming, because what I am about to do in your life will surpass everything you have ever imagined. Just as I parted the Red Sea before my people, today I tell you that I am about to open the way before you in the midst of what seemed impossible. I know you have faced situations that seemed insurmountable, like a vast and immovable sea that prevented you from moving forward. But now, at this crucial moment, I want you to know that my power is working on your behalf, parting the waters of doubt, fear, and uncertainty. I am making a way where there was none before, so that you can walk through unharmed. That sea you see is not there to stop you, but to show you my glory. Sometimes I allow you to face situations that seem impossible, so that you can see what I am truly capable of. Do not fear the deep waters. Do not fear the roar of the sea, for with one word from me, those waters part. What seemed like an immovable obstacle will, in fact, be the stage where my power will be most clearly revealed. The seas open when you trust that I am the one guiding you. You are about to walk on dry ground in the midst of the waters. What others see as an unbreakable barrier will be for you a testimony of my faithfulness. Do not doubt, do not turn back, for the sea will open before you. And when you reach the other side, you will see that everything you have gone through has been to take you to a place of greater victory and purpose. Keep moving forward. For the sea that seemed like a limit will now become your passage to freedom. You have shed tears in solitude. You have felt the weight of pain in your heart. But I want you to know that every tear has been gathered by my hands. Weeping is not a sign of weakness. It is part of the process that will lead you to the joy I have prepared for you. Often it is in the breaking that I prepare the ground for the greatest blessings. Weeping is not the end of your story. It is the prelude to a deep joy that is about to overflow in your life. I want you to understand that every time you wept, you were not alone. I was there, close to you, feeling each of your pains. Your tears have not been forgotten or wasted. They have been seeds that, watered by my love, are about to produce a harvest of joy. The breaking does not last forever, and sorrow does not define your destiny. The night may seem long, but I promise you that morning will come with the light of my presence and with the renewal of your soul. The joy that comes after weeping is much deeper, much more significant. It is a joy that is not based on circumstances, but on my promise fulfilled in your life. Hold on a little longer, because sorrow is giving way to a time of unexplainable joy, of peace that surpasses all understanding. What is coming will not only heal your heart, but fill it with a joy that no one will be able to take from you. The shadows that have covered your life, those dark areas where you felt the light could not penetrate, are about to disappear. I am the light of the world, and in my presence there is no darkness. Today, my light is entering every corner of your being, bringing clarity, hope, and direction. The shadows of doubt, fear, and confusion cannot withstand the brilliance of my glory. What once seemed enveloped in darkness will now be illuminated with the truth and love that only I can offer. I know it is sometimes difficult to see the light when circumstances seem overwhelming, when the shadows of worry and discouragement loom over you. But I want you to remember that where I am, there is no room for darkness. My light not only illuminates the path, but also reveals the lies that have kept you in fear. It is in my light that you will find true freedom, for it brings revelation and shows you who you are in me. Today I declare that every shadow in your life is being cast out by my light. I am giving you a new perspective, a clear vision of what is coming. Do not fear the shadows, for they have no power where my light shines. Walk in that light, and you will see that everything that once seemed hidden and confusing will be clarified. The light of my love and my promise is illuminating your path, and you will never walk in darkness again. Your life is about to be reborn. Just as the seed that falls to the ground and seems to die only to sprout with new life, so too are you on the threshold of a deep transformation. Everything you have experienced so far, the struggles, the losses, and even the moments of despair, has been preparation for this rebirth. It is not the end. It is a new beginning, one you had not imagined, but that had been planned in my heart from the start. Rebirth is not always easy. Sometimes it requires you to leave behind what is old, what you know, what made you feel secure. But I promise you that what is coming is far greater and more glorious. This is the moment when your spirit is renewed, your mind expands, and your heart fills with new hope. You are not alone in this process. I am the one leading you to this place of renewal. My power is at work in you, regenerating what seemed lost, giving you new strength, and opening paths you had not seen before. I am calling you to rise from the ashes, to walk with a new identity, a new vision. This rebirth is not simply an improvement, it is a complete transformation. What seemed dead in your life is about to blossom with a beauty and purpose you had not anticipated. Trust that I am guiding every step of this process, and what awaits you is much more than you ever dreamed. This is the rebirth of your soul, and it is just one step away. There are promises I have spoken over your life, promises that time and circumstances seem to bury. You may have come to think that those words were forgotten, or that circumstances made them impossible to fulfill. But I do not forget, and every one of those promises is alive in my heart. Today, I tell you that the promise you thought was lost is about to be fulfilled in your life. What seemed delayed was, in reality, my perfect timing. preparing every detail so that my promise would be fulfilled in full. Sometimes the promises I give require more time than you can understand. It is not because I have forgotten you, but because I am working on the details that will ensure a complete and lasting blessing. What I promised will not return void. Every word that has come from my mouth will be fulfilled, and when it happens, it will be at a time when you will understand why it was necessary to wait. I am aligning everything in your life, and the forgotten promise is about to manifest with such clarity that you will have no doubt that it was I who did it. Do not underestimate the power of my word. What I promised is yours, and even though circumstances tried to stifle that hope, my promise has always been alive. This is the time when you will begin to see the materialization of what you have waited for so long. My faithfulness does not change, and what I have promised you, I will fulfill. Prepare to see what you thought was lost return to you in a glorious form. You have sown with tears, with effort, with faith, even when everything seemed barren. You have planted seeds of hope, of love, of perseverance, and many times you have wondered if those seeds would bear fruit. Today I want to tell you that the time of harvest has come. Every effort, every prayer, every act of kindness you did without expecting anything in return has not been in vain. I have seen every seed you have planted, and now I am bringing an abundant harvest into your life. The wait has sometimes been long, and in the process, you have faced the temptation to give up, to think that your work was not being seen. But none of your seeds have fallen on barren ground. I have prepared the soil, watered it with my grace, and cared for every detail. Now, you are about to enter a season where you will see the fruit of all you have sown. What once seemed like an insignificant seed will become a flourishing tree that bears fruit in every area of your life. The harvest I am bringing is greater than you expected. You will not only gather what you sowed, but I will give you a measure that overflows. Your work, your faith, and your obedience are being rewarded, and you will see how what you sowed in tears, you will reap with joy. Prepare for abundance, because what is coming is the fruit of your faithfulness and my grace. The desert you have walked through has not been in vain. Although you have often felt like you were walking alone in the barrenness, I want you to know that I was always by your side, holding you, providing what you needed to keep going. The desert, though hard and lonely, is the place where I have been shaping your character, strengthening your faith, and preparing you for what is to come. From this desert will arise a powerful testimony, one that will speak of my faithfulness, my provision, and how even in the darkest moments, I never abandoned you. This testimony will not only be for your own growth, but for others to see my power in your life. The scars you have acquired in this desert will become marks of victory, reminders of how you were sustained in every step, how I provided water in the drought and caused manna to descend when you needed it most. Every struggle, every fall, every moment you felt desolate will be transformed into a testimony that will bring hope to others. This desert does not define you, but it does define what I can do in the midst of adversity. Soon you will see how life springs up from the barren ground, how fields will blossom where there was once nothing. The testimony that will arise from your desert will be a song of praise, a constant reminder that I am faithful, and that even in the most inhospitable places, my promises remain firm and are fulfilled in their perfect time. You have felt the wind against you, the weight of adversities pushing you backward, making you doubt your progress. But now I tell you that the wind is changing direction. What once seemed to be against you will now begin to blow in your favor. This is a wind sent by my hand, a wind of change, of progress, and of favor that will carry you to where I have planned for you to be. This is not an ordinary wind. It is a wind filled with my purpose, my power, and my direction for your life. The wind that blows in your favor will not only carry you to new opportunities, but also clear the path ahead of you. The barriers that once held you back, the obstacles that seemed insurmountable, will be removed by this wind of my spirit. Every step you take now will be made easier by my hand, and what once required great effort will now be lighter because I am breathing my favor upon you. This is not by accident. It is my divine intervention in your life, carrying you toward what I have prepared for you. Do not fear the changes this wind brings. Even though you may feel that some things are being shaken, it is necessary so that you can move forward with greater freedom. I am removing what you do not need, clearing away what has been hindering your progress, and taking you to a new level of grace and blessing. Trust in the wind of my spirit because it will carry you beyond what you have dreamed, to a place of fullness and purpose. You have been facing a wall, an apparently unbreakable barrier that has blocked your progress for a long time. That wall has represented limitations, challenges, and blocks that you have not been able to overcome by your own strength. But today, I tell you that that wall is about to fall. What seemed invincible will crumble before your very eyes, not by your power, but by the power of my hand. Just as the walls of Jericho fell with a single shout of faith, so too will the walls that have been in your life fall, because I am acting in your favor. This wall has been a test for you, a reminder of your own limitations. But I do not want you to depend on your own strength to bring it down. This is the moment when you must trust in my power. I am working on your behalf, and soon you will see how that barrier that seemed insurmountable will begin to crumble. Every stone that prevented your progress will be removed, and what once seemed impossible will become a clear path to victory. Prepare to see how the unbreakable breaks, how the impassable opens before you. This is not by accident. It is because I have decreed that this wall must fall. When it does, you will not only walk in freedom, but you will also know that it was my powerful hand that acted in your life. This is a time of advancement, a time when the limitations of the past will be left behind, and you will walk freely toward the destiny I have prepared for you. Every step you have taken has been with effort, with a strength you sometimes felt you no longer had. But today I want you to know that I am renewing your strength. I am placing new firmness in your feet, a stability you have not experienced before. You will no longer walk unsteadily. You will no longer feel that your strength is leaving you along the way. I am giving you a strength that comes directly from me, one that will allow you to move forward with determination, without fear of falling. This strength is not like what the world offers, which fades with time and effort. It is a supernatural strength that renews your being, that allows you to walk even on the hardest terrain, knowing that you are not alone. My hands hold your feet, guiding you with each step you take, ensuring that, although the path may be steep, you will not stumble. What once exhausted you, what seemed too difficult, you will now face with a strength that will surprise you because it comes from me. Rise with confidence. Every step you take now will be a testimony of my power working in you. I am strengthening not only your body but your spirit and mind. With this new strength, you will advance toward the plans I have for you, without looking back, without fear of failure. What was once hard to overcome will now be easier, because the strength I am placing in your feet will carry you beyond what you thought possible. Your life is entering a new chapter. What has happened up to now does not define what is to come. It has been part of your story, but it is not everything I have for you. This new chapter is filled with surprises, blessings you have not yet experienced, and opportunities that will take you closer to my purpose for your life. The past does not have the power to determine what I will write in your future. I am about to do something new, something that will fill you with wonder and gratitude. In this new chapter, the pages are blank, ready to be filled with experiences of my grace and love. What once seemed confusing will now begin to make sense because I am weaving all the parts of your life into a beautiful masterpiece. This is a time of transition, where the old is left behind and the new takes its place. Do not cling to what has already passed, because what is coming is far better and is aligned with my perfect plan. Allow me to write this new chapter with my own hand. Do not try to control or predict what will happen, for I have surprises prepared for you that you never imagined. Trust that every line, every page of this chapter will be written with my love and wisdom, and that what I have planned for you will exceed your expectations. This is the time for the new, for the fresh, for what is full of life, and together we will write a story that brings glory to my name. Persevering is not always easy. There are moments when tiredness, discouragement, and doubt want to make you stop, But I tell you that your perseverance in me will not be in vain. Every step you take, every day you decide to keep trusting in my promises, is producing eternal fruit in your life. No matter how difficult the path seems, no matter how many times you feel you have reached the limit of your strength, your perseverance is being rewarded beyond what you can see. I do not ignore the effort you make to keep moving forward. I have seen every moment when you wanted to give up, but you held on to me, to my words, to my love. That perseverance has been your anchor in the storm, and I want you to know that this persistent faith is what will lead you to victory. It is not your ability that sustains you. It is your willingness to trust in me despite the circumstances. That trust is what opens the way for my power to act in your life in a deep and miraculous way. The value of your perseverance is immense because every day you choose to keep believing in me. You are building a life that is firmly rooted in my purpose. Do not stop now. Although the road is hard, although the obstacles seem great, keep moving forward because I am with you every step of the way. Perseverance in me is not in vain. It is the path to the fullness of the promises I have given you. You are entering a season where you will have the opportunity to see my power act in a close and tangible way in your life. The circumstances that have arisen, although difficult, are nothing more than the perfect platform for my hand to move in your favor. I want you to know that what once seemed distant or unreachable is now closer than ever, and it is in these moments of uncertainty that my power will manifest most clearly and strongly. Sometimes it is in moments of greatest need that you finally see what I am capable of. What you are facing is not a test of your ability, but an opportunity for you to see what I can do when you decide to trust me completely. Do not focus on the size of the mountain in front of you, but on my power to move it. I am preparing the way for you to experience a divine intervention that will change the course of your story. Soon you will see how my power not only touches one part of your life, but transforms everything around you. This is the moment when I invite you to watch closely what I will do, because every situation that has worried you is being touched by my hand. This is the time when I will show you my power in a way that will leave an indelible mark on you, and you will know that there is nothing impossible for me. You are on the threshold of something completely new. You have reached a point in your life where the old no longer fits, where the limitations of the past cannot cross with you into what is to come. This is a threshold, a line that separates the life you have known so far from the new life I have prepared for you. Crossing this threshold will require faith. Trust that what I have prepared is much greater than what you can imagine. But I want you to know that I am calling you to take that step. The new life I offer you is not just an improvement of what you already have. It is a total transformation. It is a life marked by my purpose, by my power, and by my peace. Everything you have faced so far has been preparation for this moment. You are leaving behind the chains of doubt, fear, and the struggles of the past, and entering a season where the fullness of my plan will unfold before you. This is a time to move forward with confidence, knowing that what is behind does not define you, and that what is coming is much better. As you cross this threshold, you will enter a new life, a life where my hand will guide you in ways you have never experienced before. Do not cling to the old, because the new is much greater, more beautiful, and more full of life. This is the life I have always wanted for you, a life of abundance, purpose, and joy in my presence. Every moment of your life has been part of a greater purpose that I am about to reveal before your eyes. You have often wondered why you have gone through certain situations, why things did not happen as you expected. But everything has a purpose in me. Every experience, every lesson, every step you have taken has been preparing you for this moment of revelation. The purpose for which I created you is about to become as clear as water, and you will see that every piece of your life has a perfect place in my plan. This purpose is not something you invented or sought for yourself. It is something I gave you before you were born. It is a divine mission, a calling that has been latent in your heart, and now is the time for it to become evident. You will no longer have to wonder what I want for your life, because you will begin to walk in the clarity of my will. seeing how everything begins to fit together perfectly. What awaits you is not just a life of personal success, but a life of impact for my kingdom. The purpose I am revealing in you has the power to transform not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. Prepare yourself, because what is about to be revealed is far greater than you have dreamed, and every step you have taken so far has been leading you to this crucial moment. Trust that my purpose in you is perfect, and that I am about to show you what I have always reserved for you. Today I am breathing new life over your future. What once seemed withered, what seemed stopped or without growth, is about to receive the breath of my spirit. This breath of life is not a mere breeze. It is a powerful wind that will bring renewal, purpose, and a new beginning. Your future is not defined by the failures of the past, nor by the present circumstances. I am bringing a new awakening to every area of your life, especially those you thought were lost. When I breathe my life over something, everything changes. What once seemed dead revives. What once seemed stagnant moves forward. I am bringing clarity to your dreams, direction to your steps, and renewed vigor so that you can walk toward what I have prepared for you. Do not look back with regret, because what is coming is far greater. This breath of life is a reminder that I am the creator of everything, and nothing is impossible for me. Allow me to renew your hope and strength. Let my spirit blow over every corner of your future, bringing freshness and new opportunities. You do not have to fear what is to come, because my life is in it. Trust that what I breathe today is for your good, for your growth, and so that you may experience the fullness of everything I have planned for you. I am filling your future with my life, and what you will see will be extraordinary. You have cried out, you have prayed, and at times you have felt that the answers were not coming. But today, I want to tell you that heaven is ready to respond. What you have asked for in faith, what you have waited for with perseverance, is about to manifest. Do not think that your prayers have gone unanswered. Every word, every plea has reached my ears, and I have been preparing the perfect moment to act. This is that moment. I am releasing the answers you have been waiting for, and what is coming will be greater than you imagined. Heaven is not indifferent to your needs or your desires. I am attentive to every detail of your life, and now is the time when you will see the answers descend. Sometimes the answers do not come in the way you expected, but they always arrive with the perfect purpose. What I am about to do in your life will not only meet your requests, but will exceed your expectations. I am aligning the resources of heaven to manifest on earth, bringing solutions and blessings into your life. Trust that heaven is already in motion. Do not lose hope, because the answers are on their way. This is a time of manifestation, a time when you will see how what you asked for in prayer begins to take shape. Keep waiting in faith, because I am working, and very soon you will see that every prayer has been heard and answered according to my plan and my will for you. Sometimes breaking feels like the end, the point where everything falls apart, and there is nothing left. But today, I want you to see breaking from a new perspective. In my kingdom, breaking is often the beginning of renewal. When something breaks, it is because I am preparing the ground to do something new and better. Breaking is not punishment, it is preparation. I am removing what you do not need. I am stripping away the layers of doubt, fear, and pride that have limited you, so that you can see and experience my power in a new way. It is in breaking that you can most clearly see my hand at work. When everything else fails, when human strength is not enough, that is when my grace intervenes. Do not fear the process of being broken, because from there arises renewed strength, total dependence on me, which will take you to deeper levels of intimacy and faith. I am renewing everything that seemed broken, and I am doing it with an eternal purpose. This is not the end. It is the beginning of something much greater. Trust that what I am allowing in your life now, though painful, has a glorious purpose. Breaking will bring a renewal that will not only affect your life, but also impact those around you. I am restoring what was destroyed and bringing new life where there were only ruins. What is born from breaking will be stronger, more beautiful, and more filled with my purpose for you. In the deepest part of your being, you have felt a void, a sense that something was missing, even when the world around you seemed at peace. That void has been a constant source of restlessness, a reminder that there is something more you desire, something that neither material things nor relationships have been able to fill. Today, I want you to know that that void was created to be filled only by me. It is not a lack. It is a sign that you were designed to live in deep communion with me. And now I am here, ready to fill it completely. Many have tried to fill that void with temporary things, but only the eternal can satisfy the soul. Every search, every attempt to fill that space with things of this world has only left you thirstier, but I am the source of living waters. When you drink from me, you will never thirst again, because what I give you is not temporary, it is eternal. I am filling your heart with my peace, my presence, and my love, so that you will never again feel that something is missing. Let me fill every corner of your life. What was once empty will be filled in abundance, in such a way that not only will you be satisfied, but your life will overflow with my presence to bless others. What was once a place of desolation will become a flourishing garden, watered by my Spirit. I am here, filling that void, and I promise you that what I give is much more than you ever imagined or asked for. Today, I extend my arms toward you, inviting you to an embrace that brings rest, peace, and renewal. Often, you have felt that you had to carry the burdens of life alone, but it was never my intention for you to do so. I am here to hold you, to remind you that even though the world presses on you with its demands, you can find refuge in me. My embrace is not like that of men, which can be momentary and limited. My embrace is eternal and transforms everything it touches. This embrace does not just comfort you, it strengthens you. Within my arms, you will find the rest your soul has longed for. The weariness from battles, the fatigue of daily struggles, all disappear when you surrender to my embrace. I am here to remind you that you do not need to prove anything to receive my love. It is not because of your achievements or your failures. It is because I love you with an everlasting love, a love that never changes or fades. Today, come to me and receive the rest that only my embrace can offer. Set aside your worries, your burdens, and your fears. In this moment, I invite you to simply immerse yourself in my presence, because there you will find everything you need. My embrace is here, waiting for you, and in it, you will find peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace that will renew you and give you the strength to continue. Although there have been moments when you felt discouraged, when the future seemed uncertain and the promises seemed distant, I want to remind you that hope has never abandoned you. Even in your darkest moments, when it seemed there was no way out, my hope has been present, like a light that never goes out. That hope is not based on your circumstances, but on my faithfulness. I never change, and my promise over your life is as firm as the day I made it. Hope is the anchor of your soul. It is what has kept you steady when the storms of life tried to bring you down. Sometimes that hope seemed weak, almost invisible, but it never disappeared. My Spirit has been cultivating in you a hope that goes beyond what you can see or understand, a hope that transcends time and difficulties. That hope is what will lead you to see everything I have promised you fulfilled. Today I tell you that the hope you have held on to, even in the hardest times, will not be disappointed. What I have promised will be fulfilled, and what you have hoped for in faith will be rewarded. Do not let discouragement rob you of hope, because what is coming is much greater than you imagined. My hope is a beacon that will guide you toward the fullness of my plans, and it will never leave you alone on the path. Your faith has been tested on many occasions, but today I want you to know that it is reaching new heights. There is a moment in the spiritual life when faith transcends the natural and touches heaven. That is the moment when everything you have believed deep in your heart begins to manifest in the visible. Your faith has not been in vain, nor has it gone unnoticed. Every prayer, every act of trust, every time you decided to believe despite the circumstances, has reached my presence. And now, your faith is touching heaven, releasing answers, miracles, and blessings that were reserved for this time. The faith that touches heaven is not faith that is seen with physical eyes, but with the eyes of the Spirit. It is the faith that persists when everything seems to be against it. The faith that keeps believing when there is no visible evidence of what is hoped for. That is the faith that moves mountains, the faith that opens doors, the faith that receives the impossible. Today, I invite you to keep that faith alive, because what is about to happen in your life will be proof of the power of believing in what is not yet seen. This is the moment when your faith will not only be rewarded, but will also be a testimony for others. The blessings that are about to descend upon you are the result of that faith that touched heaven and moved my hand in your favor. Do not stop believing, because every act of faith is a seed that is about to bear fruit. Keep trusting, because heaven has already been moved by your faith, and what is coming will be greater than what you have asked for or imagined. What you have been waiting for so long, what you have cried out for in prayer, what seemed so distant is about to happen. The miracle you have so longed for is closer than you think. I have not always allowed you to see the process, but today I tell you that the miracle has been in motion since the first day you asked for it. Not because you deserve it, but because I am faithful and I keep what I promise. Sometimes the process has been long because I have been preparing your heart and the circumstances to receive what I have for you. But now you are on the threshold of seeing with your own eyes what you have believed in your heart. Miracles do not always come in the way you expect, but they always arrive at the perfect time. My timing is different from yours, but it is always the best. What is about to happen is not just an answer to your problems, but will bring peace, joy, and a deeper closeness with me. Stay expectant. What you have waited for, what you have believed in, what you have longed for is about to manifest. Do not be discouraged if the days seem long, because I am already moving on your behalf. The miracle is on its way, and soon you will see it in all its fullness. I am leading you to a place of fulfillment, where every promise I have given you will be realized, and your life will be a living testimony of my power. The trust you have placed in me is not in vain. Every time you decide to trust in my word, in my direction, in my promises, you are sowing seeds that will produce eternal results. This trust not only affects your present, but has a profound and lasting impact far beyond what you can see now. I am working in areas of your life that you do not yet fully understand, but I want you to know that your trust in me is opening doors that were once closed and establishing a legacy that will last forever. Trust in me with all your heart, because when you do, you allow the eternal to enter into the temporary. What you see is only a part of what I am doing. There are things in the spiritual realm that are being aligned for your good. Your trust will not only bring blessings into your life, but will also affect generations that will come after you. This trust you have in me is the foundation upon which I am building something great and lasting. Today, I invite you to continue trusting, even when you do not see immediate results. My plan for you is much bigger than you can imagine, and every act of trust is producing fruit that will last beyond your life on earth. What I am doing has eternal value, and your trust is the key that unlocks those blessings. Trust that every promise I have given you will be fulfilled not only in this life, but in eternity. That wall that has been in front of you, blocking your way and limiting your progress, is about to fall. What once seemed closed, blocked, or unreachable is now being touched by my hand. I have been preparing this moment. I have been working in the background, and now it is time for that wall to fall before you. This is not just any wall. It is a wall that will lead you to new opportunities, to a new season filled with blessings and fulfilled promises. What you have waited for patiently, what you have asked for in faith, is about to manifest through this wall's fall. Every wall has a purpose, and this one in particular will lead you to a place of favor and growth. It is no coincidence that you have come this far. Every step you have taken, every challenge you have overcome, has brought you to this threshold. I am opening this wall because you are ready for what is coming. Do not fear what is on the other side, for I have already prepared everything for you. My hand has been on this wall from the beginning, and now is the time for you to pass into the new I have prepared for you. Let me guide you through this wall with confidence. Do not look back. Do not doubt your ability to enter this new place. What awaits you is far greater than what you imagined, and every step you take as you pass through will be filled with my grace and favor. The wall is open, and it is your moment to move forward without fear because I am with you. Your cry has been heard. No word you have spoken in your moments of greatest anguish has failed to reach my throne. I have seen every tear. I have heard every whisper from your heart, and nothing has gone unnoticed. The cry of your soul has touched my heart, and now I am responding. I am acting on your behalf. I am moving heaven and earth to see that my will is done in your life. What you cried out for in silence and solitude is being answered. Your cry was not just a request, it was an act of faith, an expression of trust that I am the only one capable of doing the impossible. Your faith in me has moved mountains, and now I am bringing the answer you have long awaited. Sometimes, answers do not arrive in the way you expect, but trust that what I am doing is perfect and part of a bigger plan that will lead you to the fullness of my purpose for you. Do not doubt for a moment that your cry has been heard. I am a God who listens, who sees, who responds, and I assure you that your cry has not been in vain. Soon you will see how what you cried for in private will be manifested publicly, and your life will be a testimony of my faithfulness. I am acting, and your cry is before me, bringing answers and miracles. Today, more than ever, your yes to me has a power that goes beyond what you can understand. Every time you say yes to what I ask, to my will, to my plans, you are opening the doors to blessings that you could not have reached on your own. That act of surrender, of saying yes to what I call you to do, is the key that releases my power in your life. It is not just an agreement, it is a declaration of faith and trust that what I have for you is better than what you could plan on your own. Your yes not only affects your life, but also impacts those around you. With every yes, you are allowing my light to shine through you. You are allowing my will to be done, not only in you, but in others. Sometimes the yes you give today is the answer to someone else's prayers. It is the door that opens a new opportunity for others. Your obedience is not just a personal act, it has eternal implications. Today, I invite you to give me a full yes, without reservations, without doubts. That yes will release my power in your life in a way you have never experienced before. I am waiting for you to trust me, to give me your yes, so that I can do the impossible in your life. Do not fear what will come after your response, because when you say yes, I am the one who takes control, who guides you, and who leads you toward the fulfillment of everything I have promised. Today, your yes has the power to change everything. Today, I am breathing new life over your future. What once seemed withered, what seemed stopped or without growth, is about to receive the breath of my spirit. This breath of life is not a mere breeze. It is a powerful wind that will bring renewal, purpose, and a new beginning. Your future is not defined by the failures of the past, nor by the present circumstances. I am bringing a new awakening to every area of your life, especially those you thought were lost. When I breathe my life over something, everything changes. What once seemed dead revives. What once seemed stagnant moves forward. I am bringing clarity to your dreams, direction to your steps, and renewed vigor so that you can walk toward what I have prepared for you. Do not look back with regret, because what is coming is far greater. This breath of life is a reminder that I am the creator of everything, and nothing is impossible for me. Allow me to renew your hope and strength. Let my spirit blow over every corner of your future, bringing freshness and new opportunities. You do not have to fear what is to come because my life is in it. Trust that what I breathe today is for your good, for your growth, and so that you may experience the fullness of everything I have planned for you. I am filling your future with my life, and what you will see will be extraordinary. You have cried out, you have prayed, and at times you have felt that the answers were not coming. But today, I want to tell you that heaven is ready to respond. What you have asked for in faith, What you have waited for with perseverance is about to manifest. Do not think that your prayers have gone unanswered. Every word, every plea has reached my ears, and I have been preparing the perfect moment to act. This is that moment. I am releasing the answers you have been waiting for, and what is coming will be greater than you imagined. Heaven is not indifferent to your needs or your desires. I am attentive to every detail of your life, and now is the time when you will see the answers descend. Sometimes the answers do not come in the way you expected, but they always arrive with the perfect purpose. What I am about to do in your life will not only meet your requests, but will exceed your expectations. I am aligning the resources of heaven to manifest on earth, bringing solutions and blessings into your life. Trust that heaven is already in motion. Do not lose hope because the answers are on their way. This is a time of manifestation, a time when you will see how what you asked for in prayer begins to take shape. Keep waiting in faith because I am working, and very soon you will see that every prayer has been heard and answered according to my plan and my will for you. Sometimes breaking feels like the end, the point where everything falls apart and there is nothing left. But today, I want you to see breaking from a new perspective. In my kingdom, breaking is often the beginning of renewal. When something breaks, it is because I am preparing the ground to do something new and better. Breaking is not punishment, it is preparation. I am removing what you do not need. I am stripping away the layers of doubt, fear, and pride that have limited you so that you can see and experience my power in a new way. It is in breaking that you can most clearly see my hand at work. When everything else fails, when human strength is not enough, that is when my grace intervenes. Do not fear the process of being broken, because from there arises renewed strength, total dependence on me, which will take you to deeper levels of intimacy and faith. I am renewing everything that seemed broken, and I am doing it with an eternal purpose. This is not the end. It is the beginning of something much greater. Trust that what I am allowing in your life now, though painful, has a glorious purpose. Breaking will bring a renewal that will not only affect your life, but also impact those around you. I am restoring what was destroyed and bringing new life where there were only ruins. What is born from breaking will be stronger, more beautiful, and more filled with my purpose for you. The door you have been waiting to open is about to yield. What seemed closed, blocked, or unreachable is now being touched by my hand. I have been preparing this moment. I have been working behind the scenes, and now it is time for that door to open before you. This is not just any door. It is a door that will lead you to new opportunities, to a new season filled with blessings and fulfilled promises. What you have waited for patiently, what you have asked for in faith, is about to manifest through this door. Every door has a purpose, and this one, in particular, will lead you to a place of favor and growth. It is no coincidence that you have come this far. Every step you have taken, every challenge you have overcome, has brought you to this threshold. I am opening this door because you are ready for what is coming. Do not fear what is on the other side, for I have already prepared everything for you. My hand has been on this door from the beginning, and now is the time for you to pass into the new I have prepared for you. Let me guide you through this door with confidence. Do not look back. Do not doubt your ability to enter this new place. What awaits you is far greater than what you imagined, and every step you take as you pass through will be filled with my grace and favor. The door is open, and it is your moment to move forward without fear, because I am with you. Your cry has been heard. No word you have spoken in your moments of greatest anguish has failed to reach my throne. I have seen every tear. I have heard every whisper from your heart, and nothing has gone unnoticed. The cry of your soul has touched my heart, and now I am responding. I am acting on your behalf. I am moving heaven and earth to see that my will is done in your life. What you cried out for in silence and solitude is being answered. Your cry was not just a request. It was an act of faith, an expression of trust that I am the only one capable of doing the impossible. Your faith in me has moved mountains, and now I am bringing the answer you have long awaited. Sometimes answers do not arrive in the way you expect, but trust that what I am doing is perfect and part of a bigger plan that will lead you to the fullness of my purpose for you. Do not doubt for a moment that your cry has been heard. I am a God who listens, who sees, who responds. And I assure you that your cry has not been in vain. Soon you will see how what you cried for in private will be manifested publicly, and your life will be a testimony of my faithfulness. I am acting, and your cry is before me, bringing answers and miracles. The hope that once faded in you is being renewed today. You have gone through seasons where hopelessness seemed to have the last word, where your dreams seemed distant, and the promises seemed unreachable. But today I tell you that I am restoring that hope within you. I am rekindling the flame of hope, giving you a new vision, a new expectation of what is to come. No matter how dark the path has been, my light is shining on your future, and hope is beginning to blossom in your heart again. The hope that is being reborn in you is not an illusion. It is a firm hope based on my word and my promises for your life. I am not asking you to have hope in the uncertain, but to trust in me, in my power, and in my unconditional love. This hope will lead you to new places, open new doors, and give you the strength to keep moving forward, even when circumstances do not suggest it. Hope is the anchor of your soul, and today I am renewing that hope within you so that you can walk confidently toward what I have prepared. Let me restore every area of your life where hope had faded. I am bringing a new dawn, a new expectation, and soon you will see how everything you have hoped for in faith begins to manifest. The hope being reborn in you is a sign that the best is yet to come, and that I am with you in every step of this journey toward the fulfillment of all my promises. The glory that I am about to manifest in your life will be a visible testimony of my power and my love. I have been working in secret, preparing your heart, shaping your character, and now is the time when my glory will be revealed in you, in a way that will not only transform your life, but also impact those around you. Everything you have gone through, every trial and challenge, has been part of the process for my glory to be manifest in a more powerful way in your life. This glory is not something temporary. It is the evidence of my constant and faithful presence. I am bringing light to every dark area, restoration to every broken corner, and transformation to every aspect of your being. My glory will cover your life in such a way that you cannot help but be a reflection of my goodness and grace. What once seemed like an endless struggle will now be seen as the perfect stage for my glory to unfold. I want you to know that this is not the end, but the beginning of a new stage filled with my glorious presence. Do not underestimate what I am about to do. My glory in your life will not only be for your benefit, but for others to see and glorify my name. You will be a living testimony that when I act, I do so in a big way. This manifestation will be so clear and powerful that those who doubted will see with their own eyes what it means to walk under my favor and my glory. At this moment, all of heaven is aligning in your favor. What you have seen as coincidences, what you have called opportunities, are actually part of a divine orchestration, where every detail has been carefully planned for my purpose to be fulfilled in your life. I am aligning people, resources, and circumstances so that everything works together for your good. Nothing is out of my control, and everything you need is being arranged for you to receive it at the perfect time. And that sometimes you have felt that things were not progressing as you expected, that plans were stalled. But I assure you that even though you could not see what was happening, I have been moving the invisible threads of heaven to ensure the good I promised you. It is no coincidence that you are at this point in your life. You have been guided by my hand every step of the way, and now heaven has aligned so that everything I promised you begins to happen tangibly. Heaven is acting in your favor, and soon you will see how every piece begins to fit perfectly. What once seemed confusing will become clear, and what was blocked will open. Everything is working for your good because I am in charge. And when I align heaven in your favor, nothing can stop the fulfillment of my promises in your life. Today, I extend to you an embrace filled with grace and mercy. I know there have been moments when you have felt unworthy, when the failures of the past have weighed on you, making you doubt my love and forgiveness. But I want you to know that my grace is greater than any mistake, and my mercy is renewed every day. There is no limit to my love for you, and this embrace I offer is not conditioned on what you have done, but on who I am. My love is unconditional and eternal. This embrace envelops you in a place of refuge and rest. It is a reminder that there is no sin too great that my grace cannot cover, nor a distance too far that my mercy cannot cross to bring you back home. My love has followed you in every step, even in those moments when you felt you had failed. My embrace heals you, restores you, and lifts you up. I do not condemn you. Instead, I offer you a new beginning, filled with opportunities to walk in my light and truth. Let me embrace you today with all the strength of my grace. This embrace not only lightens your burdens, but gives you a new identity, that of being loved, forgiven, and restored by me. Walk with the assurance that my grace is sufficient for you, and that my mercy is greater than your mistakes. In my embrace, you will find the peace your heart has been searching for, and you will know that there is always a place for you in my presence. You have waited with faith, you have prayed with persistence, and now I tell you with certainty, the time of the miracle has arrived. What seemed impossible, what seemed so distant or unreachable, is about to manifest in your life in a powerful way. This is the time I have been preparing for you, a time when my glory will be revealed through what I am about to do. Every moment of waiting, every prayer, and every tear has been gathered by me, and now heaven is ready to pour out the answer you have been waiting for. Do not think that your efforts were in vain. What I have been preparing is much greater than you could have imagined. I am bringing a miracle that will not only be an answer to your need, but will also be a demonstration of my faithfulness in your life. What once seemed like an impossible dream is now about to become your reality. This is a time of breakthrough, a time when you will see how what was once blocked begins to flow in your favor. Lift your eyes and prepare to receive what is coming, because what I have promised is about to be fulfilled. Do not doubt, because I do not fail. My timing is perfect, and you have arrived at the threshold of a new chapter filled with wonders. The time of the miracle has come, and what I am about to do will be greater and more glorious than you have dreamed. The sound of victory is already resounding in the heavens, and soon you will hear it clearly in your life. You have fought long and hard battles, and there have been moments when you thought you would not make it. But today, I want you to know that victory has been decreed for you. The echo of this victory has begun to resound, and soon you will see how everything that was once against you will yield to my power. The chains that held you are being broken, and the walls that blocked you are falling. Victory is not something that is far away. It is something that is already happening. Every step you took in faith, every prayer you lifted, and every moment when you stood firm, even though the weight of the battle was heavy, has been key for this victory to manifest. I have been fighting by your side, and my strength has been what sustained you. No matter how great the challenge has been, my power is greater. This victory will not only bring peace to your heart, but will be a living testimony of my faithfulness and love for you. Prepare to walk in this new season of victory. It is not just a happy ending after a long struggle. It is the beginning of a life filled with my favor, my peace, and my purpose. The sound of victory is here, resounding strongly. And soon you will realize that everything you have faced was to bring you to this glorious moment of triumph in me. I have seen the areas of your life that have suffered loss, the dreams that seemed broken, and the moments when you felt like you could never recover what was lost. But today I want to tell you that the restoration I have planned for you goes far beyond what you can imagine. It is not just about giving you back what you lost, but about bringing you something better, something renewed and complete. I am bringing a restoration that touches every aspect of your being, your relationships, your dreams, your spirit, and your emotions. When I restore, I do not do it halfway. The restoration I have prepared for you is total and complete. I am bringing peace to the areas where there was conflict, joy to the places where there was pain, and abundance where there was lack. What you thought was lost forever will not only be returned but multiplied, because my power transforms everything it touches. Every scar, every wound you carry in your heart will be healed, and the glory of my restoration will be evident in every part of your life. Trust that I am working behind the scenes to ensure that everything that was broken is rebuilt in a glorious way. Do not focus on what you have lost, but on what I am bringing to you. This restoration will surprise you, because it will be a manifestation of my love and my ability to make all things new. Prepare yourself, because what is coming will be much better than what you once had. The end of one stage is not the end of your story. Today I tell you that a new story is beginning in your life, a story written by my hand. You have lived chapters full of trials, challenges, and difficult moments, but now I am beginning a new chapter, one full of hope, joy, and purpose. This is not simply a turn in your story, it is a rebirth. Everything you have lived up to this point has been preparation for this new stage that is about to begin. The new story I am writing for you is unlike anything you have experienced before. I am bringing new opportunities, divine connections, and a clear path toward the destiny I have prepared for you. This story will be one of victory, a story where my power is manifested in every detail, where my love guides you in every step, and where the promises I have given you begin to be fulfilled one by one. You will no longer look back with sadness, but with gratitude for the journey and with expectation for what is to come. Let this new story fill you with hope. I am taking every one of your past experiences, both good and bad, and weaving them into a beautiful narrative of redemption and purpose. This is the time to move forward, to leave behind the old, and to embrace the new that I have for you. I am writing a story that will bring my glory into your life in a way you have never experienced before. The first chapter of this new story begins now. I know you have been waiting for a sign, something that confirms that you are on the right path, that the promises I made to you will come true. Today I tell you that the sign is coming. I have not been indifferent to your prayers or your questions. I have seen how you have diligently sought my guidance, and I am sending the confirmation you have been waiting for. This sign will not only bring peace to your heart, but will give you the certainty that I am with you, that I am directing every one of your steps. The sign you will receive will be clear. There will be no confusion. I will give you a visible indication, a confirmation in your spirit, or a word that will resonate deeply within you, and you will know that it is from me. Do not rush or doubt, because the sign will come at the right time. I am aligning everything so that you receive it with a prepared heart full of faith. This sign will not only guide you in the present, but will also show you the way toward the future I have mapped out for you. Trust that you have not been forgotten or diverted from your destiny. The sign you are waiting for is part of my plan to reaffirm what I have already spoken to you. I will be with you every step of the way, and the sign will show you that you are on the right path. Do not despair, because what you have been waiting for is about to be revealed in a way that will fill your heart with peace and certainty. Today is the day when the fullness of the miracle is fulfilled in your life. What began as a small seed of faith, what seemed like a distant dream, is now becoming a reality before your eyes. This is not a fleeting or temporary event. It is the total fulfillment of what I promised you. Every detail, every part of my plan has been executed with divine precision. And now you are seeing the culmination of everything you believed, everything you waited for with patience and perseverance. This miracle not only brings a solution to what you asked for, but opens a new chapter of blessings, a new cycle of growth and abundance in my presence. The fullness of the miracle means that what I have done in your life has no missing parts or incomplete areas. Everything has been made perfect according to my will, and now I invite you to walk in the fullness of what I have prepared for you. Today, lift your eyes and see what I have done. This miracle is a sign of my faithfulness, a reminder that when I promise, I deliver. This is just the beginning of a new season filled with my favor. The fullness of the miracle has been manifested, and I invite you to live in the abundance of everything I have poured out upon you. This is your time, a time of joy, celebration, and walking in the fullness of my promises.